Hey, and welcome to the Izzy Chinche Show.
It's proven, like Harvard has done a lot of studies, the people who are generous with their time and their energy and their money, they are the happiest people.
I am so pumped that you tuned in. My goal with the show is to inspire and motivate you to the best of my abilities. I believe our world needs more leaders, and I believe that you, my listener, are a leader, and that you have the opportunity to impact your community and family by simply being you. I truly am here to try and serve and offer value to your life. And if you enjoy the show, it would mean the most to me if you could please either rate, subscribe, or share the show with anyone who you think might benefit from listening. Together, we can make this world a better place. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you love today's episode.
All right, I was not planning on doing a podcast today. I just got done at the gym, but I feel I am supposed to make a podcast today because I'm feeling a little bit fired up. So if you're listening to this, it's definitely for a reason. So thank you for being here and thank you for listening. If you're watching, I'm standing again because I feel I'm supposed to practice standing because I feel I'm meant to speak on stage. So I'm practicing as if I'm speaking on stage. And if I was speaking on stage and there was only one person in the room, it'd still be worth it to me because I'm hoping to at least just impact one person positively. So the first thing I want to get to is the fact that you are meant for so much more than you think you're meant for. You are meant for great things and things that are bigger than just your life, just having a good life. And that's a great thing to want, just to have a good life. I think most of us want to have a good life, but I'm telling you, you are called for more than just having a good life. You are called to serve a specific person with a specific gift that you have. And you are called to make their lives and people like that person all over the world better. You're supposed to help that one person. And you have one thing in you that someone needs. And I'm saying this because I've started to realize this about myself. I've started to realize that I truly feel God has gifted me with a power of coaching. That is like the thing I am meant to do. I am born to be a coach and I love coaching. It fires me up. Recently I've realized when I am coaching, when I am in the space of like my gift, of what I actually feel I'm good at, I get so energized. And it's because I'm like actually aligned with my higher calling, my true purpose. I thought for the longest time that my calling was to be a soccer player. I thought that was my calling. I was supposed to play soccer at a high level. But now I've been shown through time and through injury and through, life that my calling is to be a coach. And when I'm coaching, I'm stepping in this place of actually serving people and serving and helping. And I think we all have a space where we can serve and we can help so many people. And even more on like the other piece of it, I've also always felt this piece of like, I was born to be an entrepreneur. I was born to be a business owner. Like me working for someone else was never in the cards for me. That was not the thing that I was meant to do. And it's crazy because a year ago, I was working a corporate job and I was planning my escape. Of working corporate because I was like, I can't do this. I do not like this. I need to have my own thing. And I said that I was going to leave my corporate job in June of 2024. So like in 2 months from now, I was like, okay, I'm going to leave my corporate job. And I left it in June of 2023. I was like, never mind. And now running a business that I'm scaling and I'm in a place of serving. And the more people I serve and the more people I help, the more money I make. And so now I'm in a place where I'm making more money than I was making at my corporate job. I'm working way less hours, but I'm also helping so many more people. Because when I was in my corporate job, I did not feel like I was helping anyone. I don't really think I was. Like, so I felt empty and dead and I hated it. I didn't get that fulfillment. But like, it's proven, like Harvard has done a lot of studies. The people who are generous with their time and their energy and their money, they are the happiest people. They are the happiest people. And so I realized like there's a difference between just like being generous and doing something nice for someone, and then like stepping into a life that aligns with your gift that you were given, and then supporting and serving. And that can look different for everyone, right? For some people, it's like it's some sort of coaching, like fitness coaching or whatever, or teaching or something like that. Or some people, it's like being able to create a product that helps a bunch of people or something like that. But the point is, you have something in you that you are meant to grasp, nurture, and then give to the world. And through that process, there are so many amazing benefits. I feel like I'm scratching the surface right now. Like I'm still like a baby entrepreneur in all of this. But the more I've learned and the more I've been in this world, I realize you start changing your perspective. It's not about like, oh, I think we all want to make more money. Like we all want to make more money, have this kind of house, have whatever it is, this kind of car. Like we want those things. But I started looking at it like, okay, it's not about the money. It's about the freedom and the things that I want, for one. But then two, in order to get those things, I just need to help more people. It's not about making more money. It's about helping more people. And then like the entire energy around money and success has changed, because it's not about just like me for my life getting what I want. It's about the greater purpose and the greater vision of my life. And I think that we all have that. We all have that. We all have something that makes us special, that can help a lot of people and make us a lot of money. And like that is like the end all be all, right? People talk about like, oh, if you're in your passion, you never work in a day in your life. And like, that's true. Like, I do feel like I absolutely love what I do, but no matter what, like you're going to have times where like, oh, this kind of sucks. Like some days I go out coaching and it's pouring rain and it's freezing or something. And I'm like, I am not totally loving this right now. I'm not totally loving this, but I enjoy the process of it, right? Like those hard moments, I'm like, but I've learned to switch and be like, okay, but I love the process, because I know that this is kind of difficult right now. The result is I'm going to become stronger and tougher and be able to tolerate more. So it all moves together. And when you start looking at these obstacles that come in your way, because when you start to step in to like going after the thing that you want and stepping into your gifts in a way that's going to make you money, and the way you're going to serve a lot of people, it's going to be very hard. It's going to be really, really hard, because all day long, you're going to have to face you. That's it. I was going to say you and you, but you're literally just facing yourself. You're going to have to face yourself. You're going to have to face every single thing that you don't like about yourself. And you might not think that there are things that you don't like about yourself. Trust me, there are things that you don't like about yourself. And you'll see that because you don't like things in other people. And it's really because you're seeing things in yourself that you don't like. So you're going to have to face things that you don't like about yourself. You're going to face hard days. You're going to face these things. And I think that there's this like skewed perception on like, oh, once you step into your genius and once you step into your passion, you never work a day in your life. Like, no, it's hard. You're going to have hard days, but it's so worth it. It's so much more worth it than just being like, I'll just stay the easy course and like just work for someone else and just like kind of scoot by. But if you're actually going after the thing, like, yeah, it's going to be hard, but it will be worth it. But I don't want you thinking like, oh, if I jump in, I start my business, I'm never going to work a day in my life. Dude, you will. You will. You can eventually have free, like I still work less than I've ever worked in my life. And I make more money than I've ever made in my life. And not that I'm making a crazy amount yet, haha. But that's the truth. That's the truth of where I'm at. And it's because if you own things and you own a business, then you can set it up that way. So I want you to go after that thing and start thinking like, what is that thing that I was born to do? What is that thing that I do and it doesn't drain me afterwards? What is that like? Is it a conversation? Like when I'm having a conversation with someone and I'm helping them like with their family or their parent, and I'm helping listen to their problems and I help solve it. Like, does that light me up? Or is it when I'm creating something? Like, what is that thing? Right? Start thinking about that thing and then start thinking about your greater calling within that thing and be like, what if I did that for people all the time? Right? Would I enjoy that? And you just start questioning that and then like thinking about what that would be. It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome. And then you start realizing that you can do that and make a lot of money. There's money to be made in that space, but it's not in this just like selfish way. Like it's not just like, oh, I just want to climb the ladder and get the money. Instead, you're like, oh, I can help. And at the same time, I'm making more money. And that's like the most beautiful thing a part of it. And I'm like just now learning this. Like I didn't really see that. I'm like, oh, I want to make that much money. I can. I just have to help that many more people. And you're like, oh my gosh, like it's the coolest way to look at it. It's the coolest way. And I'm pumped about it. So once you start thinking about like, okay, what is that thing that lights me up, doesn't drain me? And then how could I do that for more people? And then start making money off of it. And then the other piece is it will be hard. It's not going to just happen because you're going to have to confront you so much. And you're going to have to confront you with like all your insecurities because you're going to have to start posting about it. And you have to put it on Instagram or you're going to do the podcast or whatever it is that you're going to do. You're going to have to confront you so much. And that's why most people don't survive in this space because they can't handle confronting themselves. They're like, that's too much. No way. But you can. I know you can. But you got to start confronting yourself. Know that it's going to be hard. It's so worth it. So worth it. That's pretty much all I have, but I'm pumped. Like I felt like there was a reason I was supposed to make this today. And I hope this is landing with you. And if this did, like DM me, shoot me a text. If you're one of my friends, like I will help you. I want to help you. We could have a brainstorming session and think about what is that thing that you think could be the thing that helps you help so many people and makes you a lot of money. And that is when it's like, oh, divine. So thank you so much for listening. My brain, I'm like freezing now. Thank you for listening. I love you. Go for it. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, I would greatly appreciate if you could share this episode with 5 people you think could benefit from the show. Also, please feel free to connect with me on Instagram at Izzy Chinche or my website at izzychinche.com. Thank you so much for being you. Keep being a leader and making this world a better place.